fucking work now. Let's do this shit. This is Division 2, and I'm playing as fucking Hunk. Artemis is gonna know who Hunk is, because he is from Resident Evil. Forgot Resident Evil 2 and 3, I think. I'm not too sure. Speaking about Artemis. You sound more depressed than usual.
Yep.
What happened?
Yeah, we just go ahead.
What the hell? What the hell?
Yeah, but he did defend his account. Yeah, the comment.
Alright. So, don't get mad, but I may have just sent you 60,000 invites.
Oh, and
It's an exaggeration. I spam the fuck hell out of this, X button. An error has occurred. Well,
damn,
I've
that's
been
not a
trying
very smart architectural choice, but it works.
So,
I don't know who decided to build a city on water, but yeah.
sounds fun.
Yeah, that's totally gonna end well.
Jesus Christ! Sorry, Artemis, like, I was turned the fucking corner and I just hear the blare of a Gatling gun just going off. And I've been trying to stream, the Division 2 for hours and without success, but, Alright. So, Artemis. So, since it's been a while, I want to know what's been going on.
Nothing much, really.
Jesus Christ. Artemis, you like Resident Evil 8 and the Resident Evil series, right? Do you know who Hunk is?
No.
Ah. I thought you would be the only person who knew Hunk is. They call him the Angel of Death or Dr. Death. He's basically the, you know Umbrella?
Yeah.
He's the security team for Umbrella.
Oh.
So, I got some good announcements.
Alright.
There's this girl at my school named Sierra, right?
Oh, nice.
You already knew what happened.
Oh, Neil. Introduction.
Who is this? Oh, Neil. Okay. Alright.
Oh.
Language, young man!
Oh, Neil, come on now.
I'm messing with him and he knows it. So Nia, how are you doing?
Oh, okay, alright, I'll go get that, yeah.
This kid needs a fucking lesson.
Oh, that's lovely. Okay, Neil. This is great, yeah. Yeah, I'll like get my phone. Hold on, I might.
Let me unchamber that round I just fucking chambered in.
Yeah, you do that. Alright, Neil, see, I'll like get my phone in a minute. Hold on. Oh,
Piss
yeah, like
off,
it took
huh?
you a second. Neil is so... do
I know.
something.
I know. I love making people. How do I explain it?
Yeah, I mean, Neil's easy to piss off. He's like, he's just always, like, he's something.
Thank you. So as I was talking about Sierra, basically I was talking to her, and she apparently has been alive for 15 years. 15 whole ass years. Never got a single day. And that was my opportunity to say, well, do you want me to be your first? And it was like, okay. It wasn't a full yes or no. It was, I got to get to know you more.
Oh, well, that's something.
It's better than nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I can send you a screenshot of what Hunk looks like, and you can observe, or maybe you could just take a look at the live stream.
I'm currently, like, building the capital.
Of?
Oh, nothing, just the capital.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like,
Sorry.
it's like something for, like, a Minecraft roleplay me and my friends are doing. It's just, yeah, it's like like a survival series, kinda.
Yeah, I'm in
Capitalism.
Washington, D.C. right now, and
Oh.
shit's hit the fan. There's fucking people everywhere with guns, and a very, very lethal contaminated virus. How do I explain it? A virus that's highly contagious, but isn't airborne yet.
Oh.
Yeah, so Black Friday happened, and some guy decided to basically mix every fucking virus in the world with into one thing, and put it on money. So there goes most of the population.
Hmm.
So Artemis, are you interested in the new Battlefield 2042 or so?
No, not really.
You're not into those FPSs?
I mean, not as of right now, I mean.
You been live streaming lately?
No, it's been like 3 weeks. I'm gonna make like another one soon. I just am like, I like found like the courage because I was like building something like, yeah. A lot of people said like one person recommended like a Minecraft roleplay series, and I'm like, hey, that doesn't sound that bad. You know, I might give it a try. But you know, it's a lot of work. So you have to like build everything from like scratch.
You good at Minecraft?
Not really. Don't really play it that much. I just like I remember like buying it. I played it like a few years ago, but then like I got it like 2 months ago, and I'm doing okay so far.
Alright.
You know, it's a lot. You know, like a lot of work goes into these like Minecraft like roleplay series. It's to like build everything. It's so exhausting.
Do you want to know something that happened to me while I was in Airsoft like a few weeks ago?
Oh, what happened?
So you know how I'm taking advanced combat classes, right? I've been going 3 times every week. So basically, what happened was this guy was like pointing his gun at me, saying, hands up, and hands up. I turned around and was like, okay. He has like this AK, and I used what I learned. I pushed the gun away. I grabbed him, and I took my little plastic knife and shoved it right into, right next to his neck, counting as a kill. Only problem is, didn't really appreciate that much. So, just note to self, just pull out the knife and get him in the gut. You've seen any good animes lately, Artemis?
No, not really.
Are you shocked that I still know your name, North?
Most people like forget it like immediately.
North, there's a student named Precious at my school. Of course I'm gonna know your name.
Oh, well, it's just delightful. Who Precious is a doll.
And there's another girl called Shania.
Oh, okay, well, Delightful.
Agent requesting backup.
This is a pretty nice looking gun. I might actually swap it out. I'd swap mine out for that.
Inventory.
Ooh. That's a decent shooter right there. Ew. No, get rid of that. Why is it when men start dating women, their fathers are like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, yada yada, like, I'm so happy for you, you actually got some, or something like that. And then when women start dating or like start trying to start a relationship, all defensive. You know?
Down now.
Dude, I just fucking hear that. Ooh. You know what's weird?
What?
Kids my age, well, sorry, let me, or like, fuck, how do I pronounce, how should I say this? Kids about, like, my age or higher, always trying to get some. Rather that's the women or rather that's the men, right?
Yeah, I know. That's usually how kids are like my age or older, but me, I'm just like, I guess I'm a little different because I just don't care. I just care about video games and whatever the fuck.
Here's the situation with me and other people. With me, since I have such a strong will, I can basically control myself. I can tell myself to don't do that. That's wrong. And plus, because I also have this rule where I cannot, do it unless if I was married, which is gonna be a hard test on myself.
Eh.
What about you, Artemis?
Friendly control point nearby.
Yeah, for me, it's like, I don't know what like most other people are like, but for me, it's like, I just never really care, which I found to be weird, because like most other girls are just so like damn thirsty and just like ready to suck a dick, and I'm just like, okay, yeah, good on you, what's wrong with that? I just didn't really understand the big deal with that, but that's just me, I don't know about
I
like,
mean, us as teenagers, we have a lot of hormones, basically saying our bodies want to do it even at this age right now, which I don't
Exactly.
understand.
Yeah, I don't understand that either. I guess I'm just a weird kid. I don't know. I just don't like sex. I'm not interested in any of that. That just sounds like weird and nasty.
Interesting. So you don't watch the PORN stuff?
Oh no, I do. Whenever like my friend like sends me stuff off of Twitter.
I didn't expect I didn't expect that.
Yeah, my friend sent me like stuff from like that guy that plays Spider-Man, Tom Holland.
Why Tom? Why you gotta do Tom like that? Okay, oh man, poor Tom.
Yeah, poor Tom.
What the fuck was that? Death mask. Those are two of them. See it. I see it. Yeah, that's not a half bad mask, actually.
They were left to fend for themselves alone in the dark. Damn.
Oh my god. This fucking mask is terrifying. Why wrong mask? You know, if there was one person that I knew was gonna know who Hunk was, it was you, because you're such a Resident Evil fan, but I'm actually genuinely shocked.
I don't know like a few of the Resident Evil games. There's like a bunch I don't know.
Oh man. That's a nice vest right there, actually.
capital and what was once Washington, D.C. Damn.
Yeah, is now fucked. Actually, this
Oh.
entire situation is fucked. Have you ever noticed when like some sort of
It's just
conservative or
I don't
something
really
like
I haven't like seen anything on the news recently. Is that like what's going on or whatever?
yeah, but don't you ever notice that the fact that when some sort of conservative or a guy that likes guns and like is into business and joins office and actually becomes the president, there's like a huge growth in like bullets and fucking guns and shit. But once a liberal or so and so, I don't care. Okay, personally, I don't care what you vote for. I don't.
Yeah,
vote
I
because
don't
I'm
care either. I
15.
don't really care about
Yeah.
politics, so.
I hate politics, but don't you realize when like fucking liberals and all that start joining office, then bullets and guns start declining?
I noticed.
That's the only thing I care about politics. It's the fact that rather they're A, gonna take away the guns, or B, gonna keep the guns, which they can't. They can't take away the guns. I mean, they can restrict them all they want, but it's the Second Amendment right next to the first one, which is literally freedom of speech. Why do you think the Second Amendment was the right to bear arms? Do you think?
Don't know.
I've been thinking about moving to Japan or China.
Oh.
For two reasons. One, or actually no. Isn't the age of consent in China like 13?
In all Asia it's 13.
That's so weird. I wanted to move to China
in
because,
Africa it's 10.
like in China there's a lot of anime, and not to be stereotypical. I just assume I don't assume, like this one friend that was from Japan said that a lot of fucking people play video games and watch anime.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought it would be fun to join. I honestly couldn't come up with a second. I guess because I don't know.
Agent, check inside.
No.
the
I don't want.
We're trying to salvage our work, but True Sons might have shown up.
Why am I always by myself when I do this shit? Alright, let's do this. Do you know what I hate?
What?
I hate it when people say using a controller is the easiest thing, because it's not. First of all, we have to multitask. Second of all, well, hand-eye coordination is kind of wonky. And can I open this fucking door? Although, I gotta admit, the aim assist on controller is a little much. And honestly, I don't understand the meta. Because some people like aim assist, some people don't. Some people think is having no aim assist more of a challenge or less of a challenge? Because I heard people saying have aim assist, just it's not easy. It's weird.
Also, control point nearby.
You know what I was never a fan of?
What?
Rules. You know?
Same.
Except for Rule 34. I'm just kidding. Actually, in your personal opinion, do you actually enjoy Rule 34 or yada yada?
I mean, I mean, I don't really care. I mean, I see it every so often. It's just, you know, thing that's there. So, you know, I guess I really have no problem with it.
I honestly don't understand why people complain about it, and I'll give you my reason why. It's just irrelevant. Couldn't people just move on to like a big topic instead of something that's like not even worth the time?
But then again, there's people who are like, who literally invented sexuality, like you're specifically attracted to like one man.
I
It's
mean,
like a dream.
there are people that complain about people that actually join this thing and start making artworks. I mean, the only reason why I would potentially think about it is because of the money involved. You gotta think about that money. You can't think about anything else. I'm not kidding. There's fucking people that will pay $1,000 for that shit. You gotta look for the right place, and the second you look for the right place and actually find it, you can get a lot of fucking money from this shit. That's... It burns, doesn't it? Oh my god, that poor soldier just got capped in the face by, like, me with a scar.
Dang.
I forgot what the scars use. It's not a 5.56. No, it uses a more devastating round, right? Oh. Okay.
Hang on. You're not with the True Sons.
We were separated from Dion. He ran towards the rotunda. Please find him.
It's 2 out of 3. The last hostage made for the rotunda. Head over there and find him.
They're here for the spies. Take them out!
Oh wait, Steven.
Yeah.
I want to hear your opinions on this.
What?
So basically, me and my friends are gonna do like a roleplay survival series in Minecraft for like my channel, I guess. Basically, wanted to hear your opinions on the lore. Keep in mind, like the universe is very different, although having like some similarities. It's like, you know, completely different universe, takes place, you know, a bit in the future. And it also, like, it's a completely different universe where a lot of like major events happen in history were completely different in this world.
Okay. So kind of like a post-apocalyptic scenario.
So this year, it's the year 2040. And my character that I'm playing as is a 17-year-old girl named North. She was born after the outbreak, so she never understood the world was like before. Alright, so at least you guys got your stories right. She has her friend Braxton. Oh wait, maybe I should go like far like back before North. So back before North, during the early 13th century, this didn't happen in real life, but for the storyline purpose, you know, like tectonic plates shifted a lot earlier than they were supposed to in this world. You know, in reality, that would take a lot, you know, thousands of years later, you know, this world happened a lot earlier. Alright. So after the tectonic plate shift, the world was rearranged, so like the world map looks different than it does in the real world. Oh, that would kind of fucking suck. Oh yeah, and the war before with America and the Soviet Union. Remember how like the Soviet Union fell? For Soviet Russia. Okay. Yeah, the Soviet Union fell, but you know, in this world, it was America that fell. Oh, that fucking sucks. But don't worry, America wasn't gone. It was replaced by a country named It was replaced by more like an empire named the Empire of Redstonia, later just called Redstonia.
Please. Help me.
And Redstonia is basically what used to be Canada, the United States, and all of South America. Alright. So yeah, that's that. Sounds interesting. So basically, also a lot of the countries, you know, they also like changed their names a long time ago. So basically, there were only about like 5. There were only about like 5 or 6. Well, not necessarily 6. 6 places more like just like Antarctica. So basically, the first place, I guess we'll start with, is called Heartfire. Heartfire is what used to be Asia and Australia.
And let me get this straight. You are doing this in Minecraft?
Yeah.
Minecraft. That's
I
one
know,
hell
it's
of a
limited.
fucking game, dude. You can do a lot of fucking things in Minecraft.
I know. Oh, you're probably wondering, you know, since it's an apocalypse, what about guns? We'll get to that.
Uh-huh.
So
Oh, yeah.
basically, yeah, I know Minecraft doesn't have guns, but yeah, we'll get to that. But basically, Heartfire is what used to be Asia, but it's like, well, it was Asia and, you know, Australia, but yeah. Due to tectonic plate shifting, Asia and Australia are one. So, yeah, it was Asia and Australia, and then there's the Netherlands, which is, you know, Africa.
Alright.
And then there's the Soviet Union, which is, you know, all of Europe.
Believe you.
And then there's Redstonia, which is, you know, the entirety of the Americas. There's the Somerset Isles, which is Hawaii.
Uh-huh.
Thank you.
And then there's the Iceberg Islands, which is Antarctica.
But one day, we'll all be glad
Well,
we
I kind of
stopped
figured
the
by the
Save those
name.
people, Agent. Can't say I agree with their
So yeah, that was
priorities. I have to
our
admit,
world. Oh yeah, and there was
respect what
another
they're
man
doing.
named Dr. Hanover. He doesn't really seem that important, but yeah, I'll mention him.
Alright.
So Dr. Hanover, he was deemed a prodigy from an early age after he, you know, began comprehending, like, you know, like coding, technology, you know, hacking,
Oh,
science,
yeah, coding
math,
and
engineering from a
technology
very
is...
young age.
Yeah, it's really fucking simple. I mean, like,
Mhm.
I almost create, I always talk about this to everybody I meet, and I always talk about this with my friends. I always keep, we'll say bragging about how the fact that I almost created an exosuit. What I
Oh.
did was basically took this website where you can easily code and started coding, and I basically tried to transfer that to the exosuit, which I already created the frame for. So here's how I see it. Coding is simple. I mean, if you know what you're doing, it's obviously simple. But like, even like somebody that I just handed it to could figure it out without one website. And second of all, the only problem I had with it is the actual frame itself, because you know, engineering and all that's tough. It's
Yeah.
not simple. It's not easy.
Yeah, but like, you know, I guess I'll tell you, know a little bit more about Bill Hanover.
Oh my god, this guy just got folded.
Dang.
Like,
Okay,
no, I'm
so-
not killed. Well, yeah, he's dead, but I mean, like, physically folded. Like, he's fucking.
Oh, dang. So, Bill Hanover was born during the early 90s,
Okay.
and he was deemed a prodigy from a young age because by the age of 7 and 8, he was already comprehending, you know, like coding, mathematics, advanced, like, math, like calculus, and he was already
Oh my god!
comprehending all that crazy stuff at the age of 8.
Calculus is so fucking annoying.
Yeah, I'm kind of like envious of this dude, comprehending calculus by the age of 8.
Wait, hold on, huh? The age of fucking 8?
Yeah, I told you he was born a prodigy.
I'm taking an advanced class of fucking, like, geometry. And, like, we did a little, I can't fucking speak today. We moved on from geometry just to do a little bit of calculus, because everybody in the class wanted to know how difficult it was. We wanted to also try to test ourselves. Holy shit, that was the worst 8 hours of my life.
I mean, damn, lucky Bill then, because he understood that shit, like, real
At the
quick.
age of fucking 8. His brain hasn't even developed yet.
Exactly, he was already comprehending it, and by the age of 10, he began taking, like, advanced high school courses.
By that rate, he could have fucking skipped straight to college.
And then by the age of 14, and then by the age of 13, he went to college.
Oh, well, what a shocker.
And then he graduated at the age of 17.
Alright. Okay, Mr. I know everything, apparently.
But, you know, shortly after he graduated, but, you know, like, shortly when he was, you know, a younger child, you know, the outbreak began.
Is he good in his, is he good in hand-to-hand?
Yeah, he had military training so he could protect himself from one of his friends.
Friends?
Yeah, one of his friends was a soldier. He was, like, a bit older.
Okay.
And then there was another woman he met named Anna. Her name was Anna Rose, and she came from, you know, Hawaii, the Somerset Isles.
Mm-hmm.
And he met her, and she was also deemed a prodigy, and she graduated college at 18.
Alright. Alright, well, apparently these fucking children are basically smarter than the average adult.
You know what's strange?
What?
Despite this, despite them both being prodigies, they both had a child, and the child was just average IQ. That's interesting, huh? Genetics.
Honestly, why am I not shocked?
They both have, like, incredibly high IQs, and their son has an IQ of 99.
Of what?
99. That's not bad, you know, it's just average.
I mean, it's almost average. The average is, what, 100?
Oh, yeah, their son's, like, 99.
I mean, I would be fine with a 99. Knowing my dumbass, I would probably got a fucking
hopefully he
78.
doesn't learn that, like, hopefully he doesn't learn, like, his parents had, like, IQs that were in, like, the 140s.
Yeah, but knowing my dumbass, I would probably get a fucking, what, 78?
Yeah, isn't that like interesting, like, with genetics, like, their son's IQ is 99, meanwhile, like, they both have IQs that are, like, in the 140s. That's interesting.
I'm curious, Artemis, have you actually taken I can't fucking speak.
IQ test, no. I never felt like it. I didn't really think it was relevant to know how smart I was.
Come on.
I never really cared. I just care that I'm happy. No. Oh yeah, and also, Steve, I wanted to mention something else.
What?
During, like, the beginning of the outbreak, like, guns were outlawed because, you know, you have to...
Oh, you're touching on a very sensitive subject right there.
I mean, what do you want me to do? It's Minecraft, there are no guns, so I had to come up with something.
Isn't there mods?
Yeah, there's mods, but, like, I don't feel like, you know, like, paying for them.
Fucking
Like,
mods?
the version I have to pay for them.
Alright, well... Oh, shit!
Yeah, and that's where, you know, like, guns were outlawed during the early 2030s.
I fucking hurt myself. Give me a minute. Oh, fuck. Alright, there we go. Alright, continue.
So yeah, after guns were outlawed, you know, the early 2030s, people just, you know, were given just, you know, basic tools, such as, you know, like, knives, daggers, machetes, bow and arrows, crossbows, you know, that kind of stuff. And they were also given, you know, armors.
I could go for a fucking katana. I would love to own, like, a very, very durable katana.
Oh, Braxton, like, gets a katana. It was, like, handed down to him from his mother, even though, like, she's dead.
Ah. That's a bummer.
Yeah, it was made in the... like, from, like, a rock that's, like, found, like, you know, like, only on the Isles.
The only viewer I had just stayed in for, what, 5 seconds and left.
Damn.
I don't even know if that was you or not. Jesus Christ.
And it's okay, you know.
Yeah, but every time I turn a corner in this fucking game, a bullet always whizzes by my head. Jesus. I know we're in DC, but goddamn. Shit, I tried to stop saying goddamn because, nah. I'm not gonna go into religion.
Oh. And it's all good.
I fucking hate opinions.
And I'm fine with whatever.
I mean, as much, I love, okay, let me elaborate. I love opinions, but I hate opinions, and let me explain. I love it when people, like, give me their opinion. I love it when they actually sound logical in their, like, way they're saying it. But the only fucking problem with it is that there are just some dumbasses that just should not have an opinion, like the subject they're talking about or whatever the fuck they're talking about. Like about there was this one time this guy was fucking talking about how black people shouldn't have rights. Which,
You know, Steven, you know what I think is interesting?
yeah.
I mean, I'm not trying to throw shade at white people or anything, you know, I'm just speaking from, you know, historical facts. What I find strange is that, like, the majority of, like, races that, like, white people are, like, I'm not saying all of them, you know, the majority of races that, like, a lot of white people are racist against are races that were created from, like, European landowners raping, like, slaves of other races.
Uh-huh.
So I'm not really sure how, like, you can, like, be racist towards something your ancestors created. Like, bitch, it's not my fault your ancestor was a fucking rapist. Move on.
I mean, there are some people which, for some reason, are racist to their own race.
Oh, I've seen that on Twitter.
Why? It's you're basically insulting yourself.
Yeah, I think they realized that. It's like that black girl on Dr. Phil who thinks she's white.
And there was this white chick that was saying, "We want this, we need this, we love this."
Oh, I remember
want
that.
this,
Yeah,
we
I
need
remember
this.
it. Yeah, and then like we
white
don't need this, and then
men-
like every single one rejected her. It was so
I'm sorry. Maybe the Hispanics will take you. You know, I rarely hear you laugh.
Oh yeah, I know. I like it was just strange because I'm like a very like I laugh at everything, which is really funny. How it's like you say that because like ironic because like the exact opposite.
Oh Jesus Christ! I'm getting my fucking torso ripped in half by a turret.
Oh yeah, and like also like another thing. So like during like the early you know like during like 1998, if you know like America fell, right?
Yeah.
Because so the Soviet Union, America fell, and then Redstonia was founded, and then that's when they built the Capitol.
You know, this sounds like a lot like this TV show I watched where it had some sci-fi elements, but was basically based off of World War II. If the Nazis won, basically, and what it was Japan just had America, Japan and like the Nazi Union had America, and anybody that couldn't work, or anybody that was sickly or old, basically were just killed off.
Oh damn. So basically, dude, the capital is this huge, like, city that's, like, built, like, on water.
Huh.
And what used to be Washington, D.C. Most of it is either reclaimed by nature or sunk underneath the rising water.
And departing from that, did you know China back in World War II was our ally?
Wow.
Yeah. That was weird to learn, but yeah, they were our ally. I always thought China just hated our guts.
How did I?
Honestly, I thought every country almost hated our guts.
Thank you. Oh, and like also, you know what else is interesting about the Minecraft thing?
You wanna lay it on me?
Yeah, so basically, I built the capital like on the water right next to a village because I was going to add to the lore that basically in the capital there's like small villages like out on the outskirts that like supply the capital with resources in exchange for food and other necessities such as weapons.
Alright. So
protection, so
basically that's how I always loved like life back then, because back then we didn't really have currency. We mainly had we just traded.
In this world we still have currency. In this world, since it's Minecraft, we have emeralds.
Well, obviously, emeralds gotta be currency. It's the closest thing to currency. Because they're basically useless unless if you use them as currency.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and also, the capital has like 3 different zones. There's like there's like 3 different districts. There's District 1, which is 4. It's like on the outskirts of the capital. There's like also like inside, and it's like all like rusty. All the houses are made of wood, covered in cobwebs, and they're like wild dogs just roaming around.
Alright, you're gonna have to send me a screenshot of this capital, because I'm playing the Division 2, and I'm set in DC, and I want to see how how really well modeled your guys' capital is.
It's most likely not. Yeah, the capital is like not really that big. It's sort of like it's most likely probably I won't say it's that big. It's probably like 3 stadiums, which is not that big for a city. But remember, remember it's an apocalypse, and most places covered in And this
Oh, yeah,
capital
I
was
would-
here. Oh, my bad.
I would like to just mention one thing. You know those things my mother usually says?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she doesn't fucking believe in that. Trust me.
Oh. Okay.
She just says that because she thinks, well, she doesn't think everything's based on religion, but still.
Also, control point nearby.
Oh yeah, and also here's another thing. So like obviously, you know, for the first section, like the floor is like dirt, it has like some grass and some pebbles, and then the second section, which is like blocked off by a wall, which is like deep into the center of the capital, it's like where all the rich people live. It's District 2. That's where like all the rich people live. They're like offered more protection, they're given more food, they're given fancy feasts. And then like the very center, there's the Queen's Palace, where she lives with her family.
Nice. So actually, that brings up a point. I actually made a house in the in water, like in the middle of water, and glass that leads to basically what's known as the basement.
Oh, okay.
And we basically have a farm on our little fucking raft. We have trees growing there. It's the only problem is it's really compact.
Ow.
Really small. And funny story, these asswipes, which we thought were gonna help us, and we were working along together. Yeah, they took some of our shit, logged off, and never came back. So basically, the diamonds and all the fucking shit we had that was really, really valuable, gone, all of it.
Motherfuckers.
And we had spy glasses, you know, spy glasses. And basically we moved our base and moved all the equipment, so they can have that base because we rigged it with a shit ton of C4 leading all the way to our base. Well, not the C4, but there's a line leading all the way to our base. So basically, the second they get online, press the button, boom, they're EKIA.
Oh wow.
Fucktards want to start a war, they started a fucking war.
Oh yeah, and dude.
Yeah.
In this world, you know, COVID never existed. Instead, it was replaced by the parasitic plague. So basically, you know, in like early February of 2020, in this world, basically there were 12 researchers that went to the Iceberg Islands, and their sensors picked up something. Then they thawed out the ice, and they found like ancient parasite eggs. But unbeknownst to them, they all like accidentally like managed to infect themselves with it. And then in the 2-day incubation period it took for the parasites to take over their bodies, they infected a bunch of other people.
Why is the first thing I thought was it starts with an H?
Oh.
That was the first fucking thought I had in my mind.
Oh.
Oh, fuck me. I need to get a life. Holy shit.
It's all good. But basically, like after that, the parasites like took over like the majority of like most places. It's practically everywhere. So most places, nature took over most things. Like water level rose.
That sucks.
And then most people took refuge in the capital, but most people ended up homeless. So they were homeless in the capital.
You know what fucking sucks? That sounds I know for a fact there's gonna be some bad guys in your little role play. And since it's set in America, Washington D.C. And D.C. in my game, basically there's these dickheads called the Javelinas. Basically your common thug that's exists. Me and my cousin, every time we play this game, we proactively seek out these motherfuckers to wipe them out. And we only say that because they have no regard for human life. They're thugs, criminals, all of that. And third of all,
neither does the Queen.
Yeah, there's also a queen to their fucking little society.
Oh yeah, but like in this like world we don't have presidents. In this world we have like royalty.
Oh.
So we have like
I always
queens of
say the
every
royalty.
nation and kings. And, in this world, like we have a queen of Redstonia, and she just cooped up in her castle, and she's letting her country, not her nation, her like whole kingdom collapse around her. She doesn't really care much. She's like, hey, I'm in the capital, I'm safe, I don't care about anyone out there in the world. This is my place,
I'm gonna have to
safe.
say sorry to my live stream because I'm cutting it short. I usually don't do live streams this short, but I want to talk about topics that isn't YouTube friendly.